compare a little bit to your music library on your phone. You put in a name and you get the music. Your stem cells know what they need.
Hi, I'm Charles, co-founder of Augustinus Bader.
My name is Augustinus Bader. I'm trained as a medical doctor, also co-founder together with Charles of Augustinus Bader. Thank you for joining this masterclass, and you will learn about what TFC is, what it brings to you, and what is your personal benefit from it.
What makes our formula unique is the TFC8.
TFC means trigger factor complex, but it doesn't trigger anything. So it's a toolbox, a library of ingredients which help you repair mechanisms. There's an underlying basic mechanism which addresses repair needs. And this repair need is very individual, and this is the intelligence in your own cells. The TFC is just a toolbox. The need and the intelligence discovers what you need to be fixed.
That's really the secret sauce that upgrade the level of result that the people are seeing. It's a patented, unique, disruptive technology that comes from Augustinus' 30 years of research.
My interest was organ transplantation and biotechnology, stem cell research, and I always wanted to develop things that people can use. One of the first products is skincare, thanks to Charles. I was trained originally in organ transplantation, including liver and kidney transplantation. This was the beginning of 1990s. But after a few years working in the field, I realized that my passion is more in research, and I would like to develop alternatives to organ transplantation, because a transplant leaves the human being as a patient, and you have a shortage of organs. So maybe there's an alternative to regenerate tissues. 15 or 20 years ago, I focused on mechanisms of self-healing, and so I left again this field and tried to focus to find out mechanism, a biological structure like a human body, but also an animal could regenerate itself.
My contribution, I guess, was to come up with the idea of translating Augustinus' discoveries and research into skincare product that will in turn help finance Augustinus' clinical trials for children burns and diabetic wounds. The light bulb moment in terms of that idea of bringing the technology to the skincare market was after seeing the picture of a 2.5-year-old girl. It's the daughter of a friend of the head of reconstruction surgery at the University of Munich. And that doctor used to study in organ transplant with Augustinus more than 30 years ago. So he was aware of Augustinus' work and the creation of that wound gel. His friend came to the hospital in emergency after his daughter got burned second, third degree, standing in boiling water for a few minutes and getting paralyzed by the shock. And therefore he offered his friend this experimental treatment, saying, I know somebody who created that wound gel, and using it could prevent scarring and skin graft for your daughter. After the agreement of the father, he applied the wound gel that Augustinus created. And so I saw the picture that were taken by this doctor of that child after 4 days of applying the wound gel, and then 2 weeks after, 3 months after, 6 months after. And basically you see the skin healing perfectly, leaving no traces of scars. And there was no need of skin graft. So I was personally shocked and impacted that such a technology existed but was not available to the world. And therefore my brain was just raving on how we could help bring that technology out there.
The toolbox allows your progenitor cells in your skin to trigger a mechanism of repair, which is specific, which explains this unusual finding that the creams work for so different indications, for different ages, for different ethnic backgrounds. It is just a universal concept and a toolbox which you can compare a little bit to your music library on your phone. You put in a name and you get the music. Your stem cells know what they need, and we give them a selection of information, like a navigation information, and they select on their own, and they make these molecules on their own too. Some people feel good after 1 or 2 days and 3 days and 4 days. It takes, of course, a little bit time that it is more visible, but what everyone will see first is the glow in a seminar or a retreat with Dr. Chopra in Ras Al Khaimah. And there was a lady who was a little bit stressed or depressed. I didn't know her before, but I just heard it later. And 2 days after using the creams, which were in a good effect, she said, "I'm so happy." And then she was asked, "Why?" "Oh, my skin is better."
I think it's a great, encouraging message to receive. Basically saying that the product have helped their self-confidence. In my case, I'm not the best one at using SPF, so I guess I had deeper wrinkles. And my sisters picked from their phone older pictures of me saying, "But look at you, like a year ago, the wrinkles on your forehead were more visible and around your eyes they were more visible and the texture of your skin was rougher in some ways."
The homogeneity of the skin will improve, and you can imagine them like a big train with an engine in front, which is a lipid structure, and then you have many wagons with other nice goodies on it, vitamins and nutrients, and you will see the longer you use them that there's a remodeling happening in your skin, and the outcome is an improvement, but it will look more healthy.
It's really for all human beings, and it's about skin health, and I guess everybody needs a little boost when it comes to health. Each formula has the right concentration of TFC8, so you can also get optimal results using just one product. We are not saying that for somebody to benefit from the brand technology and innovation, you need to have 3 or 5 or 6 products to really see the results. You can see results with using just one product. If I had to recommend just one product, in my case, it will be more the cream. Our number 1 bestseller is more the rich cream than the cream, but it depends if the climate is very dry. For example, we know that in Los Angeles, most of our customers use the rich cream because the climate is very dry. When we compare clinical trials, the efficacy of the product are very similar, so it should really be according to the person's preference in terms of texture. What about you, Augustinus? The cream as well?
I agree, because I have this unusual habit of using the cream before shaving, so I wash the skin and then put on the cream and then I shave. In this way, the skin doesn't dry out like with a shaving foam. The cream is better because it's not, the rich cream is too thick for shaving. It doesn't work so well, so it's lighter. But the rich cream is good after swimming, after having washed the skin extensively, or when I have a sunburn a little bit or sun stress, the rich cream is much better.
When we launched the brand, the purpose was to finance Augustinus' clinical trials in children burns and diabetic wounds.
Yeah, actually, I do think that the users contribute to a very good cause. Now imagine one day we will be really able to bring this to the world to treat burnt children. In purchasing these products, there has been a mission in a way, which is to develop this medical field.
Thank you for watching this masterclass. I hope you learn interesting things about the brand. You can shop all those products with TFC8 at Mecca.